for the mechanical testing of on a human hair, as human is carrying the protein that is keratin, which is present in the hair, and they gives hair basically a good strength. So there are generally some tensile test data on hair which can be useful in designing the hair combs and brushes, as well as the other accessories for hair. Then friction data is needed for design verification for hair, conditioners and gels. So whatever the conditioners, gels and other hair setting products which are available in the market, they first go through the friction data as well as the tensile test strength. So every time the mechanical test on human hair shows great variability in test results, and human hair consists as I have told you that human hair consists entirely of the protein called keratin. So keratin is extremely strong, about half the strength of steel, but a single strand of hair is very small, about 0.025 millimeter to 0.076 millimeter in diameter. Therefore, if you are tensile testing a single strand, you will only measure about 100-gram force. So very small materials that are very strong, such as hair, they pose some challenges to test accurately. So you will need a small and sensitive load cell, and you will need special specimen techniques for gripping up the hair. With these things we first test with these things we first test the we test the test resource model for 100 series tablets. Machine is an excellent machine for tensile testing human hair and other single fiber test, because it is very configurable machine. So gripping the very thin, very strong material for tensile testing can be challenging. So if you simply clamp, then large stress concentrate at the edges of grip jaws. These stress concentration can cause premature failure right at the grip edges. Therefore, one technique we can recommend the use of the capstan or horn grips. Hair can be wrapped several times around capstan or horn or cylinder before clamping. This mitigates the stress concentration at the edge of jaws almost entirely. So vice grips with rubber lined jaws, this is the alternative technique for this for this for this procedure, and it is simple as well as less expensive, and tape can be used on the specimen to minimize slippage with the rubber lined jaws. So you have to just clamp the hair strand and then find out the forces which is managed which is managing the which is managed for the hairs to break down. Apart from that, some pneumatic grips which are also used with grip edge stress concentration. The problem, because you can adjust the air pressure to find the right gripping force that does not slip, and second, in gripping force is completely repeatable based on your air pressure setting. So this is a modified method which is used for testing the stress on the hair. Then another method involves that is a rigid test fixture, into which the hair fiber specimen is glued on both the ends. In the previous test we are gripping it, and but in this method we are glued the specimen hair fiber. So fixer has a pin that is gently removed to expose the load cell to the specimen assembly as the last step before initializing the test. So, and another popular mechanical test is friction testing. We have to find out the friction which the hair strand can bear, and in this test developers of hair conditioners, gels, they need this information. Friction testing is basically important in the development in the formulation of hair conditioners and gels, as they have to set the hair for a particular time period, and a popular test for hair friction involve measuring the force needed to pull a comb and similar object through the bundle of hair. Hair is tested prior to treatment and after treatment to compare, and the characteristics of reducing friction is a key perception for the attributes to customer for hair conditioners and gels. So these such type of methods, these are used in formulation of the